Yo, yo, up, and atom. 21, 21. Today is number 21. We did it. We're doing it. 21 day, the 21st day of the no smoking challenge. Challenge that kick-started many other challenges, such as barefoot walking. Look at that. We're even multitasking this challenge. Talk about efficiency and effectiveness in living. Talk about a boastful, bragging attitude this very day. Glory. Glory is the morning here. Day 21. It's the championship. It's the championship game and final for challenge complete. I've restarted my no swearing challenge today also. So it's like, I know what it feels like to be at the very beginning. In fact, I'm at the very beginning of that. And I know what it feels like to be at the very end. The end in the beginning, and the beginning in the end. This is a this is a story of conquest. I faced my own cons on my quest, my journey, my exploration into basically just, following my own instructions, being able to say something and do it, follow through with it. Just that simple. Yes. Is that just how things work? Really? It's just a matter of being able to follow your own instructions. It's a fascinating point, really, when you think about it, because what gets in the way of following instructions effectively is having different thoughts, feelings, and emotions that come about. To actually be able to say one thing in one moment and then to keep on with that thing in another moment. See, it's a fascinating point because another dimension to consider is we learn so much every day, and there's a point of care and carefulness, so to speak, in not getting too fixated on things, but to be able to actually create challenges and follow through with those challenges if that's actually like a point of strength building, habit building, exploration, body cleanse, body check, body testing. The 21 day not doing something thing, it's kind of like an elimination diet where, through the process of elimination, isolation, so to speak, you hone in, develop a skill through the unique process of eliminating other stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend that. Speaking the word isolation makes me think just now of something that I've never done specifically, that being like an isolation tank, where it's like a tank. I think maybe you get to float in some salt water in there, but it's like pitch black, and apparently that's pretty fun or cool. It's interesting though, because as some say, yeah, that's pretty fun, that's pretty cool. There's other people, and it's actually been used also as a torture device, which is kind of funny and interesting, because it's like you either like develop and hone into your own greatness, or you torture yourself. It's like life is always trying to push you into your best development as the very blueprint of life itself, as that's what we really are. And it's a matter of just reading what we got here, identifying what we got here, harmonizing ourself in relationship with everything here. It's really that simple. It's a matter of word regard. Our word regard shapes our world regard. see the word in the world. And it might take you a moment. Maybe you got to work out that L. I don't know whether you got to smoke the L or what with the L. An L. Get rid of the L, and then you got word. Word is in the world. All right. Day 21. No smoking. Oh, there we go. There's a smoker just over there. That's something I've always enjoyed throughout this challenge. It hasn't really triggered me in any which way. Is the aroma of smoking. Like, like I had a thought the other day. It was like, I don't need to smoke per se, but I would almost make a point of it to just go sit in a room of smokers so that I could just And it's interesting because I mean, lately I've heard some people just bash on it, be like, oh yeah, I started thinking about the smell of smoking and how disgusting that is. Like it's a real like barf in your mouth. And that to me was crazy, absolutely crazy, because my experience with the aromas of smoking is it's an incredible thing. Some people might say it's magic. Magic, maybe that's a bit much, but I don't know. Fire, burning, smoke, aroma. Natural herbs. I suppose some of the tobaccos have been used with chemical preservatives and whatnot, but that's to keep in the freshness, and so the freshness burns out. Yeah, there's something nice about those smells. I'm reminded of when I used to walk to high school. There used to be an old man who would go on his walk every morning, and he'd usually be a bit ahead of me, maybe as much as a kilometer, maybe as little as 100 meters. Point is, he was usually ahead of me on his morning walk, and he would have his pipe. He would have his pipe on his walk every morning, and I didn't even smoke any cigarettes, or I didn't smoke anything really at that point. This was like early high school. For the record, I didn't really smoke anything until late high school. Anything. Multiple things. And yeah, the pipe, the aroma of the pipe, it was just like, oh yes, old man with pipe is out. And I just loved it, like absolutely loved it. Like it was just a real treat that I got to smell his pipe tobacco aroma on the way to school. It actually, in a very small, subtle way, motivated me in following the scent to school, because going to school was something that could easily any day be aborted upon. I just didn't go a lot of days, and it was just I didn't want to go to school, so I didn't. I'd maybe lie, or just sneak, or just not do it, because I just wasn't really a big fan of school. I didn't really think much of it. Wasn't really much that was impressing me so much about school. And that was just kind of my own assessment. It wasn't like the world today where you have so many people telling you now that, the school system and even like the university academia, that there's a lot of really questionable stuff in there. And it's not necessarily producing great critical thinkers, great human beings. In fact, arguably it's contributing to a lot of the problems in the world. It's just you got these like obedient worker slaves who feel entitled. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Day 21, no smoking. Some of you might be wondering, is there a smoking party planned because I've finished the challenge? Maybe. Maybe not. That will be up to me. And you know, I mean, I could go either way with that, really. Because yeah, really could. There's there's no rush, really. The point that came up, I thought, about maybe even smoking is I think maybe I would treat just the whole point if I were to smoke again just as more as a point of like microdosing. Is just really regard it as a medicine of sorts for me. Like everything I do for me is a real treat, is a real support, is a real medicine, is a real appreciation, is a real gratitude. There's just, you know, a real gratefulness there. And yeah, maybe just small itty bitty amounts if I so do indulge. It doesn't have to be a copious amounts. I mean, yeah. Sometimes I would smoke one, and then I would light the next one with the one I was smoking, and then you know, I'd do that again and again, and I could go through a whole pack like that. Yeah, I mean, that can be fun in and of itself, but I mean, you know, that takes a lot of time. It's a real commitment to smoke a lot. I'm not sure I'm willing to invest that much time into such a activity. I suppose you know, circumstantial, like say, you know, I'm in this cabin, and for whatever reason I'm just like at this cabin for a while and I can't really go anywhere. That, you know, that could be reason enough for me to be like, well, you know, when in Rome, smoke them if you got them. But there's no big pull. There's no real big pull. I do have many memories of great times smoking. I mean, I have so many memories of great times not smoking as well. So my greatness is not linked to whether I'm smoking or not. That is for sure. Yeah. I think the important thing always, and this goes with everything, even just way beyond smoking, it's our self-honesty. You know, who we are here, at the core, at the heart of the matter. It's being honest with ourselves about what we got, what's coming up. You know, it's like our body is such a miraculous machine of greatness, and you know, that's not even all of it is. It's our body, our mind, and our being all together here. It's like a harmony trifecta. So, you know, got to consider everything always. We're it. Day 21. No smoking. Victory. I am my own championship. Peace.